All right, here we go. It is time for the Stallone movie draft. Spano, big Stallone fan, am I correct?
Huge.
He loves him.
He just recently moved to Florida.
He loves him some Stallone. Yeah, Scotty C says definitely a top 5 moment. That's the thing, is there was a lot of top 5 moments that we had doing that show.
A lot of gems. Yeah, definitely.
Medallion of Fur when we were waxing John Jones on the air. The beard getting tattooed. The beard going out in a bikini. The beard showing up in a diaper.
And giving lap dances.
And giving lap dances at bars. I mean, this was all gold. All right, so order here. We got Spano, Lan, Frank, and then me. Spano, I think I know what your number 1 pick is going to be, but I will let you go. Oh, and the beard, they have the
Should I surprise you, or should I just...
Hold on. They have her full name, by the way. It's Zendaya Marie Stormer Coleman.
McGillicuddy. Yeah, I would have got
McGillicuddy.
I was close. Yeah.
All right. Look, it's completely up to you. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to build the best triple feature of Stallone movies. And this is completely based on whatever you like. And then the thing is, we're going to do it in a draft order. And once one of the movies is picked, it's off the board. So what are you going with first there, Mr. Span Man?
I'm changing it up, man. I'm surprising you.
Oh.
I mean, it's not a huge surprise, but you think I'm taking Cobra. If I got to take a number 1 pick of a Stallone flick, I'm going Rocky 4, man.
Ooh!
Shit! Russian. Come on, man. Let me tell you, one of only 2 movies that have made me cry when he's talking to his kid after the fight. Man, how do you beat that?
That's the one with the robot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Paulie's girlfriend. Yep.
If he dies, he dies. All right. Going Rocky. Look at you going rogue. What's the other movie that made you cry?
Beaches.
Elf.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen Beaches.
I have. I saw it as a kid. It traumatized me.
Have you never seen you've never seen like Brian's Song or anything like that?
I've never seen Brian's Song, believe it or not.
Waterboy? That didn't make you cry?
Debbie Does Dallas?
Yeah.
I do have to tell you. So Buzz, who was the host of the morning show down here when I was the producer, the one movie that he was willing to admit made him get choked up, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh my god.
He's talking about how at the end when he's as Mrs. Doubtfire, and he's basically kind of talking about, you know, couples getting growing apart and love it. He's like, yeah, like that's the one thing that actually has made me tear up. All right, we're moving on to Lan here. Clearly upset. Rocky 4 is off the board. What you going with? Steal Cobra from him. Fuck it, take it.
No, I'm sticking with what I like. So I'm going with Demolition Man.
Oh, you son of a bitch! That was my number 1 pick. All right, so I was in Julie Jewell's chat, I think over the weekend, and we were kind of talking about the stuff that we're going to be doing. And we got on the topic of Demolition Man and the 3 seashells. Have you guys heard the explanation of the 3 seashells?
I've heard like 12 different explanations.
Well, there's one that comes from Stallone. So his exact quote is, "Okay, this may be bordering on grotesque, but the way it was explained to me by the writer is you hold 2 seashells like chopsticks. Pull gently and scrape what's left with the third."
What are you pulling?
What are you scraping? Like, what? How does that...
I mean, you're done at that point. There's nothing else to pull. Unless you're over 60.
Making like a Choco Taco.
I mean, yeah, Taco Bell was still around. You don't need to worry about pulling anything. That stuff will just push right out.
Oh my God. All right, moving on. Frank, what's your number 1 pick?
I'm going with Copland.
Oh, you fuckers.
I loved him in Copland.
I think that's my top 3 already off the board.
You're welcome, sir.
Fuck, that's a good movie.
I'm impressed.
That is a really good movie. Oh, man. All right. God damn it. Now I gotta reassess everything here.
I guess we already know what one of your movies is gonna be.
What, Cobra?
No.
Rambo.
Which one do you think I would pick of his?
Well, yeah, you have a theme going on.
Yeah. That last. Okay. So, do you know what theme I have going on with my movie picks, Spano? Have you heard that at all?
Going... Nope, he hasn't.
It's Kurt Russell. So far, every week we've done this, I've had a Kurt Russell movie in my picks, except last week when we did basketball, because I don't think he's actually, unless I wanted to somehow throw Miracle in there and make that a basketball movie, but that doesn't count. So, do you guys know which one I'm going with here?
Tango and Cash.
Tango and Cash, ladies and gentlemen. Tango and Cash. Kurt Russell lives on. He's not dead anyway. And so my number 2 pick, maybe not necessarily the greatest. Oh, shit. You know, no, fuck you. I'm taking Rocky. I'm taking Rocky 1. God damn it. I'm like somehow that one hasn't been picked. I'm going with Rocky 1. All right.
Shame in that.
All right. Frank, what's your next one?
My next one, I'm going with Assassins.
Assassins?
Because that was a great, Assassins. That's how I said it at that age. So when it came out, it's Assassins as my pick.
He's going with Assassins. All right, and back to Lan. What are you pairing up with Demolition Man right now?
I'm going. This movie made me want to become a truck driver when I was a kid.
Oh my god!
I'm going with Over the Top.
God damn it! I knew it. That's the one I was going to go with, and then I went with Rocky instead. And Rocky sucks.
Son of.
It's such a good movie. Like, it's so stupid and cheesy, but I mean, again, it was one of those movies that was always on. Am I right? Yeah. When we were kids, like, it was always on TBS or WGN. Like,
well, I thought that's what truck drivers did.
Yeah,
is they just go around driving trucks and then arm wrestle.
Yeah. Oh God!
Meet me halfway across the sky.
So
singing. That's all you get.
I do have. It was fantastic. I got to clip that and I'm going to send that to you. I do have, like, I've legitimately seen a dude's arm break in an arm wrestling match right in front of me, and it was fucking disgusting.
Is that when 93 Rock had their tournaments going?
It was. I was filling in for.
I was in one of those tournaments, by the way.
Were you really? So before you were on the station with us?
Before I came to 93 Rock. I've only lost in my life 3 times in arm wrestling. True story.
Well, because you have gigantic fucking arms.
One is to some kid in high school that was just a freak. The other one was to Steve Hutchinson, NFL Hall of Famer.
Oh.
He was a year behind me in high school, and I could barely grab his hand. And then 93 Rock tournament. Always wished I could do like the arm wrestling championships or whatever, but I mean, I never pursued it. And then 93 Rock started having at the local bar tournaments. And I'm like, oh, I got to do it. So I gathered my buddies up. I don't know if Scotty C was there or not. I know some of the other buddies were. And I go in and I rip through my first 2 opponents. Bam, bam. And I have a picture of it somewhere. Third guy, I don't know what the hell happened. But I felt like an infant. Like, he destroyed me in like 2 seconds. It was nothing. And then I later found out when I worked at 93 Rock and I talked to one of the other DJs that was involved. Apparently not enough people showed up to the arm wrestling tournament.
They brought in ringers.
In professionals.
Yeah.
They brought in ringers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks.
Yeah. The one time I hosted, there was this one kid and he was in like one of the lighter brackets and he had been hanging out at the bar. He didn't want to do it that night, but he'd done it multiple times and they were looking for people to do it. They ended up getting him up on stage and they tell you it only takes 14 pounds of pressure to break your arm. So when you're sitting there and you're doing it, that's why they tell you keep your body in line with your arm. Don't lean back like this. And sure as shit, we're up at the table and I'm on the mic and they're like, and so they basically tell me you need to announce to the whole bar what's happening. So I'm saying this guy's got his lead and this guy's doing this. And then out of nowhere you hear this, like it sounded like somebody breaking a fucking 2x4.
Oh God.
And all of us, you just heard me go, holy shit. on the mic. Because I knew a lot of the bouncers that work there, and so one of the guys came over to me and he just puts his arm around me. He goes, "Hey, maybe the next time that happens, you don't yell 'holy shit' on the microphone." I was like, yeah. I'm like, dude, it shocked the shit out of me. And so like the kid's sitting there. Oh, and we had a guest judge. There was this one guy that they called him Big John, and he just ran through a lot of the competition, where he was even talking to the normal referee who was there, who's a professional arm wrestler, and about getting into the circuit or whatever you want to call it. And so he was there as the referee, and he told me he scooped the kid's arm and he kind of made a makeshift sling with his t-shirt. And afterwards, he's like, dude, I could feel the bones doing that. You are welcome.
Never lean back.
You guys have now found out about the three seashells.
Push forward.
The 3 seashells and what happens when your arm breaks. All right, here we go.
There you go.
Spano, what are you pairing up with Rocky for? You get to go back to back here, by the way.
Man, I'm going to go Rambo 2.
Rambo 2.
Yep.
Not First
I
Blood.
love First Blood. Love it, but I'm going to go Rambo 2.
All right. What are you pairing up with that?
Oh, I go back to back?
Snake Draft, baby.
Oh, man. This is
come
rough.
on.
I mean, do I go...
There's no fucking way you don't pick this movie.
Do I go Michael Cabretti? Do I with the toothpick and the shades and the...
I'm telling you, go to that link.
There's so many good ones.
Go to the link that I put in the chat. When this live stream is done, everybody go to that link and go to the videos and go to the very bottom and find the Cobra promo. Because live on the air, he was describing this scene. So what I did is I took that scene and I chopped it with him describing it. And he gets so excited describing that scene.
All right,
but don't let me sway you.
I gotta do it.
You doing Cobra?
Yeah, I gotta do it.
Right.
Yep.
All right, we're going Cobra. All right, so back to land. You got Demolition Man and Over the Top, 2 fantastic movies.
I've only seen this movie once, and I remember watching it when I was a kid. But it co-starred the great Bobby Moore and the even greater Pele, and we're talking about Victory.
Victory.
Interesting.
Yep. Nice.
Deep cut on that one. All right, Frank, we're on to you.
Yeah, I got 2 that I could go with here. One of them's... I'm just going to go for the popcorn flick on this one. I'm going with Judge Dredd.
Oh, going Judge.
I am the law.
You are going Judge Dredd.
I am going Judge Dredd.
What was your other choice you were going to go with?
Driven. It's the Formula One movie that he was in with Burt Reynolds. Came out in 2001. I actually saw it in theaters. Really good movie. A lot of people don't know about it. Didn't really do too well, but it's really good.
Yeah, we pretty much cut through most of the ones that I had on my list here, and I still don't know which one I'm going to go with for my final.
You're going to go with this porn flick?
I was thinking about going with. I put that up here. Actually, I got to show you that. So that's what I put up. So generally, if you guys ever want to see it on my YouTube channel, what you guys are able to do is you guys can vote on the poll. And so essentially what I did is I put up a poll. What is the greatest Sylvester Stallone movie of all time? And I put Rocky, First Blood, Party at Kitty and Studs, or something else.
Like nobody knew what that was.
2% of people voted for Party at Kitty and Studs, the Italian.
Yeah, probably after they looked it up and they went, "Oh hell yeah!"
Oh hell yeah!
So if you aren't familiar,
Alan on Alta Couch.
If you aren't familiar with Party at Kitty and Studs, that would be the softcore porn that he filmed as he was struggling to make it big. Some of the other honorable mentions. More ways
than one, right? Hey,
we have basically all of the Expendables movies. Rocky Balboa or any of the other Rocky movies. You guys would have considered the Creed movies? Stallone movies?
The ones that he was in, yeah. I mean, he played a big enough role.
Okay.
At least in that first one.
Don't forget, you got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yep.
The Suicide Squad. Rambo, technically First Blood. Don't forget, he was also in Ants.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
However, I'm going to go rogue here, but Scuba Steve and I apparently think alike. My final pick is
be dangerous.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Cliffhanger, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice. Yep.
All right, here we go. Here are the picks. Spano, he's got Rocky 4, Rambo 2, and Cobra. Lan has Demolition Man Over the Top and Victory. Frank has Copland, Assassins, and Judge Dredd. And my triple feature is Assassins. I had Tango and Cash, Rocky, and Cliffhanger are my final ones. If you guys have any comments you want to leave in the old the chat right there, you guys are more welcome to do that. As we wrap things up here, I want to thank Mr. John Spano for joining us. It's always fun broadcasting with you, my man.
Yes, sir. Back at you. Can I do some honorable mentions here?
Hell yeah.
Let me do any honorable mentions. How about, do you guys know this one? Lords of Flatbush?
No.
I've never seen it.
Wow. Gotta check it out, man.
Was that another softcore porn? Because it sounds like another softcore porn. It sounds like a bunch of flat-chested chicks with big bushes.
No, just a New York movie back in the day with the greasers and the fancy cars.
Fonzie was in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Arthur Fonzarelli?
Great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie.
What else you got?
I got Oscar. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
Comedy. It was pretty good.
That one.
Tomei was in it.
Who put in somebody in the chat? Oh, Scotty C put that. The bottom 3 Stallone flicks. Oscar.
I understand. A lot of people.
And he also put Stopper My Mom Will Shoot and Rhinestone.
Rhinestone. Nice call.
You got any other honorable mentions?
Yeah, nobody picked First Blood.
Oddly enough, no.
That's crazy.
Not a single person went with First Blood.
Bullet to the Head was pretty good.
Mm.
That's a pretty good action flick.
Don't forget Death Race 2000.
I'm surprised Judge Dredd was taken.
Really?
I liked it. I had the poster up in my room. I worked at a movie theater when it came out. Actually, I had a poster and a letter that was sent to the movie theater from the movie studio. It was pretty cool, yeah. I had it up in my room.
I kind of feel like we could go through all of his movies and we could play the game called Porno or Not. Because on this list here, did you guys remember in, was it 1978? Fist?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Victory's on there. There's your Lords of Flatbush. Yeah, they got that duck's ass haircut going on there, man.